Hello and welcome. In this video, we're going to focus on laws of indices, top 6 laws that you should know. The first law is the product law, or what we call the law of multiplication, which says that when multiplying indices with the same base, add the powers. This means that if we're multiplying two numbers with the same base, for example, a raised to power m multiplied by another number, a raised to n, you can see the bases are the same, and therefore pick one of the base, a, then add the powers. It will be m plus n. For example, if you have 2 raised to power 3 multiplied by 2 raised to power 4, simply pick one of the base, 2, and then add the powers. 3 plus 4, it becomes 7. Therefore, another problem, for example, 3 raised to negative 4 multiplied by 3 raised to positive 2. Simply pick one of the base, 3, and add the powers. It will be negative 4 plus 2. And therefore, the answer will be 3 raised to negative 4 plus 2 is negative 2. And therefore, that is the product law. Second law is the law of division, which says that when dividing indices with the same base, subtract the powers. So if you're dividing two numbers with the same base, we subtract the powers. That is, if you have a power m divided by a power n, simply pick one of the base, a, then subtract the powers, m minus n. A good example is here. If you have 7 power 4 divided by 7 power 2, simply pick one of the base, which is 7, subtract the powers. So it will be 4 minus 2, and therefore the answer will be 7 raised to power 2. That is the law of division. That law, what we call power over power, or what we call indices with brackets, which says that when there's a power outside the bracket, multiply the powers. For example, if you have a number a raised to a power m, then in the outside we have another power n, simply pick what is inside a, then multiply the powers. It will be m times n. And therefore, if you have a case like this, 2 raised to power 4, then we have another power, which is 3. It will be, pick what is inside the bracket, which is 2, then multiply the powers. It will be 4 times 3. 4 times 3, which we get, the answer is 2 raised to 12. That is what we call power of power. We continue to the zero index law, which says that any number except 0 raised to power 0 equals 1. This is the most funniest law, and therefore any number raised to 0 except 0, we get 1. So a raised to 0, we get 1. 7 raised to 0, we get 1. X raised to 0, we get 1. So any number except 0 raised to power 0 equals 1. Why is it the case? I'm going to prove here so that you can know why do we say that any number raised to 0 equals 1. For example, we know that a squared over divided by a squared. This can be written as it is a squared over a squared, which you can write it as a squared. You know that it is a times a over a times a. You can see here we have like terms going to cancel by a 1, a 1. So we're going to have 1 times 1, which is 1 over 1, and therefore the answer is 1. And when you use the law, a squared divided by a squared, simply pick one of the base a, then subtract the powers. 2 minus 2, we get 0. And therefore, a raised to 0, we can see it is 1. And therefore, any number except 0 raised to power 0 equals 1. Don't forget that one. Number 5, the negative index law. A negative index means reciprocal. This one is simple. So when you see a negative power, it means reciprocal. That is, you have a raised to n, simply take the reciprocal of the number. It will be 1 over a raised to power n. If you have a number, for example, 2 raised to negative 4, simply take the reciprocal, which will be 1 over 2 raised to power 4. If you have x raised to negative 3, this one will be, as long as the power has a negative, then take the reciprocal. It will be 1 over x raised to power 3. Therefore, that is what we call the negative index law. Number 6, the fractional index law. A fractional index means roots. So for example, if you have a raised to 1 over n, then this is the nth root of a. Nth root of a. So fractional index means the root. So if you have, for example, 2 raised to 1 over 2, this means that we take the root, the nth root, which is square root. Therefore, this will be the square root of 2. Here we have the key rule when dealing with fractional index law. The key rule is a fraction has two parts. Denominator, bottom, is the root, and the numerator, the top, is the power. If you have a raised to m over n, then the denominator, it is the root, and then the numerator is the power. And therefore, a raised to m over n is simply the nth root of m. So it is the nth root, and then you raise to m. I'm going to give you examples so that you can understand. Here we have the first example on fractional indices. So if you have, for example, you have a number like 9 raised to 1 over 2. This means that it is the square root of 9. So when you see the bottom part, it is 2, then it is the square root of 9. So this will be the square root of 9, which is the answer is 3. You can also do another way. You can write it as 9 raised to 1 over 2. You can look at a way which you can write 9 in terms of base 3. So we know that 9 is 3 squared, so it is 3 squared. And remember here we have a half, so multiplied by a half. And therefore, going to cancel by 2, 1 by 2, 1 can see it is 3 raised to power 1, which is 3. Another example. Here we have another example. For example, if you have 27 raised to 1 over 3, 27 raised to, 27 raised to 1 over 3. So you can see the 3, it is at the bottom, and therefore this is the cube root of 27. And therefore it will be the cube root of 27. You know that the cube root of 27 is 3, and therefore the answer is 3. Or you can do this method, you say 27 raised to 1 over 3 can be given as, you write 27 in terms of a base in index form. It will be 27, you know that it is 3 power 3. It is 3 raised to power 3. Remember, we have another power here times 1 over 3. You can see by 3, 1 by 3, 1, and therefore it will be 3 raised to power 1. Therefore, the answer is 3. Finally, the last example on fractional indices, I want you to understand. When you have, for example, 729, when you have 64 raised to 3 over 2, remember we said that at the bottom this is the root and this is the power. So this will be the square root of 64, and then you raise to the power is 3. So the square root of 64, no, it is 8, then 8 power 3. What will be the answer? 8 power 3. You can see it is 512. You can use another method. You can say 64 raised to 3 over 2 can be, we write 64 in index form. You know that 64 can be written as 2 raised to power 2 raised to power 6. So it will be 2 raised to power 6. Then multiplied by, here we have the power. It is 3 over 2. So you can see here by 2, 1, by 2, 3. 3 times 3, it is 9. And therefore this is 2 power 9, which is, the answer is 2 power 9. You can see it is 512. Therefore that is what we call fractional index law. I'm going to have some examples so that you can apply the laws to simplify the questions. The first example says, simplify the following expressions, leaving your answer in index form. 2 power 3 times 2 power 5 divided by 2 power 4. Remember that when you're dividing two numbers with the same base, subtract the powers, and therefore 2 power 5 divided by 2 power 4. Simply pick one base, 2. Subtract the powers, 5 minus 4, we get 2 power 1. Therefore, you can write this equation, it will be 2 power 3 times 2 power 1 And then in multiplying two numbers with the same base, pick one base, add the powers 3 plus 1, it is 2 power 4. Therefore, our answer is 2 raised to power 4, leaving it in index form. Part B, feel free to pause the video and try. Here we have 2 power 3 times 2 raised to negative 1 squared divided by 2 power 4. I'm going to start with what is inside the bracket. So we're going to apply the law of multiplication. So 2 power 3 times 2 raised to negative 1 squared divided by 2 raised to power 4. So we're going to add, remember when you're multiplying, we add the powers, so it will be 2, add the powers, 3 times negative 1, 3 plus negative 1, we get it is positive 2. So I'm going to write well, it will be 2, we add the powers, 3 plus negative 1, it is positive 2. Then outside the bracket we have power 2 divided by 2 raised to power 4. So remember the laws of power over power. Going to pick what is inside. This is 2. Multiply the powers, 2 times 2, it is 4. Therefore, we have 2 power 4 divided by 2 power 4. And then here we have, when you're dividing, pick one base, subtract the power. So this will be 2. 4 minus 4 gets 0. And therefore, the answer is 2 raised to power 0, because the question was saying we leave it in standard, in index form. So continue. Example 3. We have 3 power 2 raised to power 4 times 3 raised to negative 3. So simply, we start with the powers of power. It will be 3. Multiply the powers. 2 times 4 is 8 times, here we have 3 raised to negative 3. Then in multiplying, remember we add the powers. This will be 3. 8 plus negative 3 becomes positive 5. And therefore, that is the answer to part C. Here we have another question. 9 raised to a half times 3 power 2 divided by 3 raised to negative 1. We're going to start with the numerator. So 9 raised to a half, remember, fractional indices. Then you see the bottom is 2. This means it is square root. And therefore, it will be the square root of 9 times 3 raised to power 2 over 3 raised to negative 1. Root of 9 is 3. So this will be 3 times 3 raised to power 2 over 3 raised to negative 1. So we know that when you have a 3, the power here is 1, and therefore the power here we put 1. So we add the powers because we're multiplying and the bases are the same. It will be 3, and then 1 plus 2 get 3 over, this is 3 raised to negative 1. So we are dividing these two. Remember, anytime we're dividing, we pick one number. So we pick the base 3, subtract the power, so it will be 3 minus negative 1. And therefore the answer will be 3. 3 minus minus becomes a plus. It is 3 plus 1, which is 4. And therefore the answer is 3 raised to power 4. You can also try this one. Pause the video and try. Here we have m raised to power 3 over 2 squared times m raised to negative 3. I'm going to apply the laws of brackets, power over power. So simply, we take what is inside the bracket, m, multiply the power. So it will be 3 over 2 times 2. Here we have multiplied by m raised to negative 3. So it will be these 2, and 2 will cancel, remain with m raised to power 3 times m raised to negative 3. And therefore, when you're multiplying the same base, you can see, take one base, m, add the powers. This is 3 plus negative 3. And therefore, the answer will be m raised to 0, which is, we know that it is 1. But the question said we leave it in index form. So these are the practice questions. You can also try. Simplify the following expressions, leaving your answer in index form. Here we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Kindly try by applying the laws so that you can know whether you understood the laws of indices. Otherwise, thank you for watching. See you in the next video.